Two movements we're going to do in this position. This is going to be an isometric for your calf or gastroc. This is really good for someone who's having Achilles or another tendon-oriented pain, tibialis posterior. This is one of the first positions I want to have someone to start to activate their calf without a load of them standing on it. So I have people sit against the wall. My hands are behind me, so if I do have a lot of tightness in my hamstrings, I can relieve that tension by leaning back a little. As far as my shoulder position, I don't necessarily want to sit in a slouched posture. So with my hands, I do want to very lightly push down into the ground, pulling my shoulders down and back. And my hands are really what's stopping me from just pushing my body away from the wall. So my feet and toes against the wall, and then very lightly here as I sit up tall, I'm going to press my big toe into the wall. And what I'm really looking for here is if I can feel like I'm very lightly flexing my calf without any of that tendon or ankle pain. So this is just the very beginning of a non-weight bearing isometric of the calf, holding for 5 seconds and relax. A really good place to start if you have someone who's really irritated any of those tendinous attachments and you just want to give them some basics of engaging the muscle without the threat of really irritating it. Holding for 5 seconds and relax. Going anywhere in the 10 to 20 times or just setting a timer for 1 to 2 minutes. And then in between or afterwards, I'm going to have them just very lightly pull the toes, either one at a time or two together, so that I'm activating tib anterior. I'm just pumping my ankle while I'm putting a very light stretch on my calf. So nothing that's really a huge load that's going to irritate any of those tendon attachments, but just trying to see if I have some availability to activate that antagonist, the muscle on the front of my ankle, while lightly tugging at the muscles in the back. So these two pair really well together, mixing in a little bit of that isometric press. I'm trying to make sure I don't press so hard that my heels are coming off the ground and my butt slides. And I'm really trying to make sure I'm pushing into my big toe and not feeling like I'm pushing into the outside of my feet.